Hello everyone, my name is Vishal Vasantakumar Purnima, and today I'm going to present my professional growth Meetup Project. So today, uh, what I'm going to talk about is what I learned in this project. I'm just going to have a timer so that I don't talk too much and go over the a specific time. But yeah, so first I attended a meeting on so I found this meeting on Meetup, which is a website which shows clubs and groups for topics like data science, computer engineering, and other interesting topics. So I joined this group called Big Data Science, and I went to a online meeting with them. I'm going to talk about that. So the title of the meeting that I attended in this group is called Generative AI, and so it was an online meeting, and the speaker was Rosaria Salipo, and she is a VP at NIME, so a VP of Data Science Evangelism at NIME, which is a really interesting company which allows to helps us build LLMs using drag and drop features. And the host for this meeting was Dr. Shyam Sarkar, who's also an entrepreneur in the big data industry with over 30 plus years of experience. So, we heard his story, which is really interesting. So the meeting talked about was Rosario talked about LLM use cases in NIME, and the three steps to leveraging API based LLMs, and she also explained what hallucinations are and how to prevent them using RAG models. But what RAG is retrieval augmentation and generation, and she talked more in detail about these three steps and how it enhances existing LLMs and prevents the hallucinations by making it better. And she also talked about embedding models, so how the sentences are converted to vectors and then compressed and to just contain the most important information in a sentence, which is the input, and then stores them in vector stores. And then so she also talked about prompt engineering and how to input the best prompt that we could give to help the LLM produce the most fitting output I could say that we needed through intermediate steps like hyperparameter tuning, conversational retrieval agents, and other stuff. So she also explained what conversational retrieval agents were and how it enhances LLMs. So this is Rosario Salipo, and I had some questions for her after the near the end of the meeting where she assigned time to answer questions, and so I asked her how the vector stores contain in sentences. How does it work? And so what do the vector stores do to contain the sentences? And she talked about embedding and the embedding model, which is basically a neural network, and she showed us how it creates points in four-dimensional space for the sentences in order to be chunked, and which leads to the chunking method for vector source questions. So what happens is once the embedding model chunks the sentences, it's used techniques using sentence splitting or paragraph chunking. It is passed on to vector stores, which holds these important information. So the reason the chunking happens is because we don't want to pass in too much data, which is hard for the LLM to process, right? And then I also asked her, is there other frameworks like RAG that enhances LLMs? And yeah, she said there are, like hybrid search models and other etc. But the most famous one that a lot of people use is RAG. And I asked her about products that she created using NIME, and she talked about how there's NIME products in industries like pharmaceuticals, finance, and marketing. And then I also asked a general questions about longer prompts being always better. And short answer is no, they're not always better. It depends on the size of the model. Bigger models can accommodate for bigger prompts, while smaller ones, accommodate for smaller ones. And my thoughts on the meetup meeting was that I really liked the meetup meeting. It covered a lot of info, but it was well paced, and it was beginner friendly. So I felt that I belonged, and she answered all of our questions patiently, and she had nice examples that helped us understand the topics. And then the next meeting I went to was GDSC meeting, and so the Google developers meeting was about tech career growth and how to improve our career using startups, our networking skills, and the speaker was Mario Pipilia, so he talked about various tech resources like indie hackers and Databricks and how to help yourselves using the abundant resources that we have over the internet. And then another resource that he talked about that that I also for used from before for homework help for my data structures and algorithms class was Stack Overflow, and so I posted a question about the homework I had, and then I received answers, and then people upvoted like the right answer. So this helped me learn some new things that I didn't know, but also help me successfully finish the homework. So then the next I'm going to talk about GitHub. So for this project, I created an issues board, which helped me track the progress of the project, and like say there's board for to do, in progress, done. So things I finished, it was here. Things that I was still doing and things that I have to do. So this helped me manage my work and not helping procrastinate like by helping me see clearly what I have left to do. Next, I'm just gonna explain what GitHub is for the people who don't know. So GitHub is like a platform for mainly like coders and developers. So it allows for version control for projects. Like if you're working on a computer science project, if you want to go back to previous versions of that project, or like if you lose some data, then you could restart from a set checkpoint. Basically, like a checkpoint is like already a version that that was already saved on GitHub. It also helps you collaborate, with your friends and peers on GitHub, and you can also host code by, posting it as a repo, and this allows you to free up space locally, but also it makes it accessible to the internet. And you can also manage projects through things like the issues board that I just showed, and get help on like projects, or like understanding code or reading documentation, because GitHub has like a really big open source community. And that's pretty much it, guys. Thank you for watching, and I'm really glad that I did this project, and that the information that I pass on. I hope that you guys also try out these things in the future. Thank you guys for watching. Have a nice day.